Today's short video is going to be looking at a product called IDERA SQL Diagnostic Manager, and more specifically how to use this tool to research performance impact users, statements, databases, and applications that are impacting your SQL environment the most. So what we're seeing on the screen currently is the IDERA SQL Diagnostic Manager console, and where I'm going to focus today specifically is on the Queries tab. Now, this solution has been around for over 2 decades, so as you can imagine, there are many different features of this product that you might want to get engaged with to understand other moving parts of SQL Server activity that might be playing a part in your performance issues. But today we're just going to focus on diagnosing performance issues related to query workload and what's going on with activity around certain attributes of your application, database, or user environment. So moving along the tabs at the top, you'll see this Queries tab at the top. I'm going to select the Queries tab. This takes us into the query monitoring aspects of this tool. Now, under the query monitoring, we have a number of different ways to gather query activity. We will gather data using extended events or query store. The product, again, has been around for over 2 decades, so we also still have the option for SQL Trace, although I find that most of our customers now utilize extended events or query store for their monitoring capabilities. So what we're going to do is just move along the tabs here. Signature mode is showing some of the queries that have been collected. Statement mode is displaying individual queries that have been captured. We can also go into the query history to look at query activity over a period of time. This is just showing the 2 times that this one query executed today in my environment. And then what we're going to look at is the query weights. That's what we're going to focus on primarily today. Now, I'm looking at the weight types trending for query activity over the last 4 hours. And actually, you can choose what time frame you want to view your query activity depending on how you're diagnosing query activity. If a problem just happened, within 10 minutes ago, you might choose a 30-minute chart window to just zoom in on that little time slice if you want. But whether it's 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, or a week of data, you can go to the history browser link here in the upper right and then choose this option to select history range. And then you have a drop down here which has different time slices that you can select from. As you can see, I chose 4 hours for today's presentation, but you could choose different time intervals as well. So let's just cancel this out for the time being. And what you see on the screen right now is the query weight activity based on weight types. These are the top weight types trending for the last 4 hours. You can also click any other tabs. You can approach this however you want to for your own environment. Perhaps choose the top statements that are causing weight activity. It looks like we had a backup activity that took place which caused this one spike here. And you can also drill to the applications, which it looks like my backup activity now for that spike was SQL command. It was a script that I executed in an automated fashion. And you can go to a particular database as well, or which workstation it's coming from, or sessions, and of course users. What I also like about this particular interface is that I can drill into what's going on right here, right now, more of a diagnostic drill down and diagnostic capability. So let's say we're having slowdown activity or some general high impact activity on a certain application. If I select the Applications tab, now I see the trends in applications, what the workload is for each of those applications, again, over the last 4 hours. But let's switch this up a little bit. Hit the drop down and go to Query Weights by Duration. And now I can see the top applications that are currently impacting my environment the most. And with the little graph here, I'm able to see the little categories of weight types as well. So if something draws my attention based on CX packet weight activity or IO activity, or if it's a backup type admin operation and I want to drill into that, I can just basically select that application on the left-hand side. And I'll just pick on one of my other applications here. You can pick anything from the list here. And it will drill into just that application and nothing else. We're not muddying the water with anything else going on at that point in time. And then with the weight types, if something stands out, like this write log activity, we can drill into that and see the statements that fall into that weight type, that application, and nothing else. Well, I want to get a little more information about maybe some of these statements that are considered higher impact. So I might right click on the statement and view the text details to see the command that was executing, or I can drill down further, clicking on the statement down to the database, and then the database down to the workstation where it came from, and in this case it was running directly on the server. That's why we see the server name there. And then down to the session or sessions, and of course we can click on a session to see the user associated with that session, from which workstation they were coming from, which database they were accessing, what the statement was that they were executing, what category of weight type that fell into, with which particular application, and on the instance IDERA prod VM. So that's one way we can really drill into it. I will just show you this as well. We go back to that weight types trending over time. If you do see a spike and you want to focus on a particular spike on that overall time trend, we'll just highlight that section like this, and it will automatically zoom in just to focus on that particular activity. And then we're right back to where we are with deep dive diagnostics. I can hit the drop down, go to query weights by duration, switch it to application, click on an application, down to the weight type, down to a particular statement again, and then down to the database and the workstation, which again running directly on the server, but then the sessions, and of course the user. And then when you're done looking at the historical mode, just a quick reminder that you want to get out of history browser mode, just click this yellow flag at the top and it takes you back to your live data. So as you can see, this can be a very valuable way of understanding what's going on from a workload perspective, what's going on with users, databases, applications, and of course you can always complement this with just looking at from that whatever point in time you're looking at, if it's historic data through that history browser like we saw earlier when I highlighted the chart and zoomed in, or whether it's looking at live data. We can always go over to the sessions view and look at the detailed sessions and see all the active, sleeping, and suspended sessions that are currently running, or use the history browser to go back to a point in time and look at what was going on when a problem was active in the environment as well. So these are just a couple of ways to analyze user activity or query activity in the environment. Feel free to download this product if you haven't done so already. Go to the website www.idera.com, and then from the website you'll see a product link that you can hit a drop down and download the SQL Diagnostic Manager for Microsoft SQL Server. You can start a free trial. Once you enter some basic information, you will be presented with a software download, which you can immediately download, and it comes with a trial license key already embedded with it. It'll cover up to 15 instances for 14 days. And if you have any questions that come up as you are using the product, feel free to reach out to the IDERA team, and we can get on a more formalized presentation or discussion around what you're looking to accomplish with the tool. And with that, that wraps up this particular video. Keep on the lookout for other videos coming in the near future. And with that, we'll go ahead and wrap up this presentation for today.